So tonight will be an honest and beautiful little chat, which will hopefully inspire many about why myself and these amazing mums choose to create a business where they could successfully work from anywhere and for ourselves. And it is certainly true that any ordinary person can create their own home-based business. I feel if we truly are open to listening to these remarkable stories tonight, then just by sharing the emotional and creative journey these women have taken to excel at what they're really passionate about, then it could also have such a huge impact on changing someone's life here by prioritizing their journey through life, not just work, for the good, as it did for all of us. So, comment below if you're watching here tonight or from the recording, just type in recording. So the guest speakers on tonight are Sarah van Wezel, and she lives on the Sunshine Coast, and Sharan Kafoa, who lives in Melbourne, Victoria. But before I formally get their stories, here's a little bit more about me. Okay, so I'm a wife to a busy husband and mum of 3 active kids and quite a few pets. They've all adopted us or they've been rescued. I have come full circle in health and wellness as an entrepreneur to a point, thanks to a mum at my son's school, whom didn't just give up on sharing this for at least a year. And I now consider her a lifelong friend. I laugh now about how I had felt really like I didn't need this company or these products. I thought I could stubbornly do it on my own, and I wasn't interested in spending more money or having further expense, as I was working so hard to help pay the bills as it was. Boy, was I wrong. I found now I have saved much more money being proactive with our family's health and working my own business from home. So going back a little bit further, I'd grown up in a very holistic household, very organic, rural setting. Mum had basically taught me every herb and what it was used for by the age of 7. We didn't really go to doctors very much. We were quite healthy, but living in these more toxic times with added stresses life brings these days, like moving, kids, working full time, you know the drill. There's no other way to say it, but I was very fatigued and I just thought we were coping. Then add to that a daughter who was ill a lot with respiratory conditions and a son with similar conditions for 8 years before that. And we were literally just surviving. You know that feeling when you're just like in a time warp and it's just Groundhog Day? That's where we were. And you keep moving and something dramatic, usually health related, might make you stop and wake up. Pop a yes in the comment field below if you resonate with this or any part of this story. That'd be awesome. So my first action to finding a better future was to quit my full-time management job and then go looking for a solution. Then we tried all of these natural products, and after getting amazing results, I decided to really investigate what Kim had sent me and really start listening. It was insane. I was like, of course, something natural is going to save the world. But seriously, due to Chelsea's health turnaround, I could actually start working again. So even my super skeptical husband, who was using and taking the tablets, after 4 months, he was like, yes, I'm going to take these forever. So no specialists anymore. And nothing I've used before that was natural worked like this. So then there is the science. I wish we related to the science 12 years ago for my son or had this. I delved in and I began fully aligning myself with a professional career with truly inspirational, amazing women like we're going to hear from tonight. A solid publicly traded company, training like no other corporate job I'd ever had, and working those 40 hours a week was practically wiped out of my diary. So, where they really wanted blood from you as well before. I was no longer that crazy mum picking up the daughter late from daycare and reacting to our healthcare. Rather than that, I started becoming proactive with it. So like some of you on the call tonight or watching the replay, please, you might identify with this. I didn't realize there was another way. I was so excited now to introduce you to these ladies. I am so excited. We have on the call. Next up, I'm super impressed by Sarah van Wezel, who didn't quit her job straight away. She managed to seamlessly transition to network marketing from her very busy full-time career. I'm so excited for us all to find out a bit more about Sarah as well, and how I welcome Sarah to this call tonight. She was fit and healthy, but always felt sick. So please, Sarah, jump on, unmute yourself, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Share us about your family, work, hobbies, and what interested you most about having your own home business.
Hey, Leah. Thank you so much. You did so well. I love your story. It's the first time that I've heard that. So thank you so much for sharing. It's amazing. So for myself, I live on the beautiful Sunshine Coast. I have 3 young boys. Actually, they're teenagers now. And I'm an athlete, and I like motorbike riding, mountain climbing. I'm a real outdoorsy sort of person. And when I was first introduced to this company, I actually wasn't looking for any other business. I was working full-time hours. I thought I would be in that position forever. I was in a management role in the corporate world. It's very, very stressful. But I really didn't think that I would change my career path at all. So when I was first introduced to these products, I actually wasn't looking for a product either. I came across a Facebook post from a lady that I didn't even know. Somehow I was connected with her on Facebook. She'd made a post. I reached out to her asking her what it is, and started on the products and had incredible results really, really fast. And I really didn't realize how sick I was until I started feeling better. I just had so much going on. I turned 40, and yeah, I just thought, geez, if this is what life's going to be at 40, what is it going to be like when I'm 70, you know? Yeah, I naturally, because I'd had such amazing results, I just wanted to share it with friends and family, as a lot of people do. And so I jumped on board the business, not really thinking that it was a business at all. I thought it was going to be something like, you know, I'd just make a little bit of money, or I just really wanted to just get the products into friends and family and get the products at wholesale prices. I didn't really think that this was a genuine business. I'd never heard of network marketing or direct sales before. And the more that I looked into it, and the more I learned over time, I realized that this business opportunity is absolutely incredible. So raising my kids, I was working full-time hours, and pop a 2 in the chat if you can relate to this. I was stuck on a wheel, and I just did not know how to get off. I was working 8:30 to 5 Monday to Friday. I was working weekends, sometimes 2 jobs, especially when the GFC hit, and raising 3 kids. And I was there as a mum, but I certainly wasn't present. And it does affect your kids down the track, and it affects your health. And I think that's what really had a big impact on my health. And the more I learned about oxidative stress, you put 2 and 2 together, and I realized that, yeah, the years and years of stressing myself out and my family out, and saying to the boys, walk with me, talk with me, as you know, when you're in the kitchen and you're cooking and you're doing all the chores, and yeah, just being stuck in that rat race, really, and just not knowing how to get off. So when I realized this platform was absolutely incredible, it made me even more determined to share it with other people, other parents, and just to let them know that there are other platforms available. You don't have to go to work and work those crazy hours. You can actually build this business like I did. If you know, you don't have to leave your full-time job straight away, if that's what you're doing. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you can start just, you know, with a little bit of time, just fitting it in the nooks and crannies of your day, and you can actually grow a very, very successful business with a very good income, with hard work and dedication. So there are other options, and to have the time freedom to be there for your children, and to be able to go to soccer games and extracurricular activities, and not be stressed to the eyeballs. So Yeah, so sorry, I got into that.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So you just slowly like transitioned and built a residual income for yourself so that
Yeah.
money just kept coming in. That's where you got to. And then you could eventually go casual, couldn't you, in your other role, and then just concentrate on LifeVantage for the rest of the time. I mean, that's
right.
It's really important for you to have had that family time well, but still have income coming in there and leverage off your, the LifeVantage business. That's why I guess one thing that it found you, I thought that was amazing that it found you and you've been able to say, this is my successful business now on the side and a little bit more, make it more part-time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always say that, yeah, it definitely did find me because I was not looking for anything. So, yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity and the company and everything that, is a part of LifeVantage.
Well, speaking of that, why is this business so different, Sarah, for you? Like for all the things out there that we've spoken about this before, I really resonate with why you think LifeVantage and this business is so different to anything else out there.
Yeah, so it's hard to believe that you can you can build your own business with just a phone or just a laptop, and you can build it anywhere. So the thing that we're running out of, and that is the biggest commodity, is time, isn't it? And so this is what it's all about. It's not just having, the income and financial security, but also buying your time, because that's what we're running out of. And for me, like, the company is a publicly traded company. We've got the platform's brilliant. You get provided with all the training that you need. You can plug into as much or as little as you like. You can go as slow, as fast as you like. It's simple. The systems are there. We've got very, very unique products. You cannot buy them anywhere else. We've got all the studies that back the products. So that the whole, and even, I guess probably the biggest thing for me is the self-development and the growth that you have within yourself, because I would never have been able to get on and do Facebook Lives or do these interviews. I wouldn't even know how to utilize a platform like Zoom or just learning social media, YouTube, all of these different things. So you're constantly growing all the time. And in my old position, I was very stagnant. I was there for 20 years. And I just felt like it was boring. I was so bored. And so your brain is constantly working. You're constantly meeting new people. You're sharing information. It's as easy as that. It's just sharing from your heart. And you're growing and building relationships. And that's really special to me, because I had so many years of not being able to do that because I just didn't have the time.
Yeah, but you were fit and healthy. So what made you decide that these products could really change your life? As in, what do you see the future of LifeVantage and these products doing for other people?
I see it every day. When I have customer success stories come through, and I hear them from other distributors, and I see them in this particular page in Activate My Life, it just makes it so worthwhile. And you just know that you're on the right path. It's so rewarding.
Yeah, the testimonials are real, aren't they? So do you believe that anyone can have a successful home-based business like this? And what do you say when they tell you no, they think they can't because, such and such their husband won't allow them, or their friends don't believe in network marketing? What do you say to that now?
I think probably find some new friends and maybe a new partner.
We can work on that.
If you are so passionate and driven about sharing these products, and typically that's what happens, is people have great results and then they want to then share it with others. So if you are passionate and it feels right for you, then obviously everyone is so different, and I can't speak for everyone, but if you've got the drive and determination, you will succeed in this business. You will be able to grow it, and there is nothing stopping anyone. And I would not if I was that driven and that passionate about something, I would not let other people's opinions hold me back. And the other thing that I would say too is, where are you now? How is your life now? And then look to the future and have a look in 5 years' time and see where you are then. Because if you don't go and make a change now and you don't make it happen, you're going to be stuck in the same place. So I would not let anybody's opinions or anything like that hold you back, because I tell you what, it's actually a very small amount of people that are quite negative, but most people are very, very supportive. And I think it's just education and understanding how this platform is. There's been a lot of people that have had bad past experiences. And yeah, it's just educating them about how this platform is in today's world and how it can benefit them, and how it's a wonderful platform to be able to have that belly-to-belly contact and building relationships with other people.
That's awesome. So Sarah, you are just like the epitome of living proof that you can do this job, that anyone can do it, because you've literally come into this industry and created that precious time with work-life balance and made it work. So I just really thank you from the heart tonight. But is there anything that you wanted to say in addition to that?
Oh, look, I would just say that be open to learning about the opportunity. And yeah, just, what was I going to say? I just had mind blank. be open. Yes, most definitely. And yeah, just if it's something that you truly want to do and be a part of, just look at that long-term vision, because it's not a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's, you do have to work it, but with dedication and everything, you can absolutely do it. Absolutely. And you've got so much support, mentorship, everything. It's all there.
Yeah, that's right. Great systems and great people that support you. Yeah, I really love that. Well, thank you so much for your time tonight, Sarah. I'm just going to jump on with Sharan now so that we don't take up more time. Sharan Kafoa, welcome to the show.
Hello, beautiful. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to be interviewing you.
Thank you. I've just been noticing, sorry, my lights, they're kind of doing the disco thing in the background.
Let them roll. I was like talking to myself there for a while at the start. So this is live. This is what happens, hey? So I've even got like, you know, we can usually do this in our pajamas, can't we? But my kids are at the neighbours tonight, so I had some quiet time at home. But Sharan, I really want to hear from you, and so does everybody else here on tonight, because we know you're from Melbourne and you're as equally powerful and as passionate about this company and these products as Sarah was. Your life and career has been a very interesting journey, and I'd love you just to share a little bit about your natural progression to LifeVantage. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a mum. My son's 19 and he's just started university this year, so that's a whole new can of worms for all of us to try and get used to. We've been in Melbourne for 20 odd years, and I was corporate like many of us have been or are, and found myself in a position where just through living life, doing normal things, I ended up with a number of quite serious health challenges, predominantly through nutritional deficiencies, unbeknownst to me, as well as stress. And when I was diagnosed with these challenges, nobody talked about lifestyle or stress or nutrition or anything like that. And pharmaceutically, it was brilliant because it helped me over the hurdle, but I had no long-term plan. So I muddled around for a long time. I knew I couldn't go back to corporate. That wasn't me. We'd moved here to Melbourne. I'd had my beautiful son miraculously, given the damage I'd done to my body. And so I kind of faffed about, really just trying to find my purpose, my way. And I ended up having my own cake design and decorating business, which I loved. But the challenge was Monday, Tuesdays were fine, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday were full on either baking, decorating, delivering, whatever. And so I missed a lot of my son's events at primary school, and he was the junior school vice captain. And, you know, those were kind of significant. I just have the one, he's everything. But I loved my business, really loved my business, the creativity, the joy that you bring to people. That was all kind of muddling along pretty well. And then my elderly father moved over from Perth unexpectedly and ended up living with us, which hadn't been part of my game plan at all. It was sort of, my dad was a helicopter pilot. He was with the RAF before that. He'd never been part of my life. And I don't know what the universe thought it was doing. Suddenly, my dad's here and he's living here. So think about this: my father, my husband, my son, 3 generations of men in the house with me.
Family first.
Oh, yeah. But my dad, my darling dad, had quite a few health problems. And within a very short time of him moving in, we were in Monash Hospital. He was in emergency. He was being intubated. And I realized then that I couldn't keep doing my business. You know, I can't. Can you imagine ringing a bride going, "Hey, hun, look, sorry, you know that 5-tier wedding dream cake that you've asked me to do? Can't do it because Dad's in hospital." So because integrity is one of my very high values, I gave my business up, which virtually destroyed me because I loved it. And for a little while, I kind of wandered around with no purpose and trying to recover from having my thyroid removed and still dealing with health issues, when a friend of mine approached me about a business with a nutritional company. And up until that point, I'd never heard of these businesses. I mean, thinking back, my mum did Avon way back when, but I didn't know it was a business back then. So that was my first kind of introduction into having a network marketing business. And the beautiful thing about it at that time was that it gave me a community. It gave me a purpose, which I hadn't had. It helped with my health, yes. It meant I could still feel productive in bringing an income into the family. And I could fit it into the nooks and crannies. You know, when you end up in emergency for 8 hours and you've got your phone, perfect.
Yeah. So was did it really, was it Life Vantage that really how did Life Vantage get your attention? Because you've got such an amazing career. You've had such a huge career as well. And now you're a health coach, and, you know, and you weren't always that, obviously, from your story now.
No, I wasn't always a health coach. Although I've been in the wellness industry for about 10 years. When my dad passed away, I looked after him here for about 5.5 years at home. I was his full-time carer. And then he went into a nursing home for the last 2 years of his life, and he passed away about 2 years ago. And again, I kind of had one of those moments in life, it's a pivot point, where it was kind of, what am I doing? I still have so many productive years left. I know I have so much to give. And that led me down the path of health coaching, specifically around the area of hormones. And it was during this time of sort of flux. I'd sort of not been doing much with the other business because of Dad and the last few years of his life. And a very close girlfriend of mine who I have the utmost respect for, she's amazing. She's a mum, triathlete. She's a holistic beauty therapist. I've known her for quite a few years. She approached me one day and talked about this company, which kind of shocked me. But at the time I thought, well, I know the sort of person she is. She would not be looking at this company seriously unless she'd done her due diligence, unless she'd investigated this company to the nth degree and decided that they were worth her time and effort and attention. So that then drew me in to have a look. And interestingly enough, it was the probiotic, which actually I got excited about.
Yeah. So the clinical strains.
It was. I think at the time I was doing a few gut health modules with one of my courses. And as soon as I had a look at the strains that were in probiotic, it was just like, oh my God, I've never seen a probiotic in the market. It was certainly better than the one I was using with these strains. This is amazing. I've got to get on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And the technology, I found it than any other probiotic I've used before too. And that's fabulous. What a great story. I mean, why is this business different to you? What have you seen out there? And like, because you have had some previous network marketing experience, unlike myself and Sarah. So why is this business? How did this happen? The system that you followed to find LifeVantage, it's different to anything else.
I think the difference with LifeVantage is it really has a unique product. There are many, many nutritional companies out there, and they're great. I mean, one of the beautiful things about the network marketing industry is that they generally have a much higher quality of product than you'll find at the supermarket, the chemist, or wherever, because they're putting the time and effort into creating something good. But with LifeVantage, you have a very unique product. You have a company that has so much incredible science. Now, I spent quite a few years way back working for a university in WA, and science was a big part of what we did, and it was a big part of my life. So I'm very, very into the science. Most nutritional products don't. In fact, very few of them actually have the proven science that Protandim does have.
Yes.
They might, there are plenty of studies on turmeric. There are plenty of studies on ginger. So there are plenty of studies on individual ingredients, but not the complete product. So that was really exciting and important to me. As I said, once I looked at the probiotic, then led me on to, well, what else do they have? And as a health coach that focuses on hormones, the skincare and the hair care are just beyond exceptional because they place no additional strain upon the endocrine glands in the body. So they're perfect for teenage girls because you're not loading up their system. They're perfect for anybody who's facing any hormonal challenges. I just absolutely adore them.
There's lots of reasons. And why do you feel that? Why are you so passionate? Or why do you believe in the future of our products and the company? Like, it's not a young company, but it's not an old company either, is it?
It's not an old company, but the science behind it is a lot older. And the direction of where science and health and wellness is going, these guys are way ahead of everyone else. Way ahead of everyone else. They're not just producing another, different version of multivitamin or another different version of a fiber product or whatever else. They're ahead of everybody else. They're ahead of the trend. They're following the science. They're continuing the foundational science that they started and pushing it. They're looking at, what happens to the body with aging. I mean, for me, I'm going to be 60 this year. I want to be fabulous and have the energy that I have well into my 90s. I mean, I expect to look like this into my 90s. That's my goal.
We all want to, and that's a great story. And if you weren't doing what you're doing now, then you're not going to look any younger later or feel better later. So no. I think that is a long-term thing. It's like planting the seed. So what would you say to someone, Sharan, like if they thought they couldn't do this business?
This business is something that anyone can do, but I would say that it's not for everybody. It's like most things, and I think this is where people can lose heart and be disillusioned with it. It's like anything, you are rewarded with the effort you put in, and this is the thing about this business, is it is purely on your effort. Yeah. You don't have the boss coming in and saying, where's that report? Why isn't the production up to this level, or whatever it is? It's purely on your effort, and you reap 100% of those rewards.
So you need to set your own targets.
You do. But the beautiful thing again about this company and about the people that you and I are working with, there's a system. There's a brilliant set of supports in place. There are people around you that you can reach out to that are more than willing. In fact, most of the time they bend over backwards to help you because they all want you to succeed.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's so exciting, isn't it? The blueprint that's coming out within our company to help people do their daily methods of operation. So to set their targets, you don't even have to worry about it. It's all in that book.
Well, other companies don't have this sort of support and these systems. And this is why anyone can do it if they're willing, as Sarah said, to take that step, to have a look, be open and give it a go. And worst case, you're going to be healthier.
That's just so true. So true. So the average person can do this, but what have you seen happen to the women that join this team and this company? Because I've never felt so empowered since I started with LifeVantage.
I am just amazed by these women. You know, in all my time in the corporate world, I have never come across so many women who are, as you say, empowered, who are taking charge of their lives, who are living life with purpose, who are supporting and empowering and encouraging other women, who are fostering community. It's just brilliant. I mean, out in corporate world, it is dog eat dog, whether you're man or woman. But here you rise on your efforts, but you're supported by all these other incredible women.
Yeah, drop a 2 in the chat if you can relate to this, or if you would even like some more information on this of anything we've discussed tonight. You know, reach out and say, I'd like more information in the comments field, and we'll get back to you. So, you know, before we say goodbye, I'm sure there's more to what your story is, but about, can the average person actually do this, Sharan?
Yes. Yes, you don't need to be a health coach. You don't need to be, you can, it's open to anybody. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your background, your educational level. If you have a heart and you're open and you're willing to take a chance, anybody can do this.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I agree. I think it just takes a little bit of motivation and that inspiration and passion, which we've all got in spades, and we'll all help each other as well along this journey. So thank you for your time tonight, and thank you everyone for watching. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. Speak again. See you later.